Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Knowledge Journey. I'm John, a proud member of our team, here to share some intriguing insights with you today. Have you ever met a woman who walks her own path, confidently and independently? A woman who seems to hold a world of mystery within her? If you have, you might have encountered a Sigma female. Sigma females are like the rarest gems, hard to find and impossible to ignore. They don't fit neatly into the traditional categories of alpha or beta females. Instead, they carve out their own unique space in the world. Today, we're going to explore 10 surprising truths about Sigma females that might just change the way you see the women around you. Imagine this. You're at a social gathering, a party filled with laughter and chatter. You notice a woman standing slightly apart from the crowd, not out of shyness, but out of choice. She's observing, her eyes taking in the scene with a calm, almost detached interest. She engages in conversations, but only when she chooses to, and when she speaks, everyone listens. There's something enigmatic about her, a quiet strength that draws you in. That's the essence of a Sigma female. Now, let's dive deeper. What makes these women so unique? Why do they often seem like the protagonists of their own stories, unbothered by the societal norms that many of us feel pressured to follow? Each truth we uncover will not only highlight their distinctive traits, but also provide valuable lessons we can all learn from. Sigma females remind us that true strength often lies in quiet resilience, that independence and self-sufficiency are powerful virtues. They show us that it's possible to be part of the world without being consumed by it, to connect deeply with others without losing oneself. In a society that often pushes us to conform, Sigma females are a testament to the beauty of individuality and self-reliance. As we journey through these truths, picture yourself in their shoes. Reflect on your own life and the ways in which you can embrace the Sigma qualities within you. Whether you are a woman striving for self-discovery or someone trying to understand the women around you better, these insights will resonate with you on a profound level. So, stay with me as we uncover the layers of the Sigma female, and perhaps, in the process, discover something new about ourselves. If you find value in these insights, don't forget to subscribe to Knowledge Journey for more deep dives into the complexities of human behavior and philosophy. Let's begin this journey together. Part 1, Independent Thinkers. Let's begin with the first surprising truth about Sigma females. They are independent thinkers. Imagine this scenario. You're in a meeting at work, and a heated discussion is going on about a new project. Most people are leaning towards the safe, conventional choice. One woman, like many others, nods in agreement with the popular opinion. She prefers to go with the flow, not wanting to stir the pot or attract too much attention. This is a typical response we see often, following the crowd for the sake of harmony. Now, in the same room, there's another woman who sits quietly, listening intently. When she speaks, her voice is calm but confident. She proposes a different perspective, challenging the conventional choice. Her ideas are fresh, innovative, and she has clearly thought them through. This is the Sigma female. Sigma females value their independence and think for themselves. They don't just accept things at face value. Instead, they question, analyze, and form their own opinions. This trait makes them incredibly valuable in any environment, be it personal or professional. They bring a unique perspective that often leads to breakthroughs and new ways of thinking. In a world where we are often pressured to follow the crowd, the Sigma female stands out by staying true to herself. She doesn't seek validation from others because she has a strong sense of self-worth and confidence in her abilities. This independence in thought translates to independence in action. She charts her own course, guided by her principles and beliefs. For example, consider a typical scenario where a woman might follow her peers' suggestions on how to handle a situation, perhaps to avoid conflict or because she doubts her own judgment. In contrast, a Sigma female will take the time to gather information, reflect on it, and make a decision that aligns with her own values and logic, even if it means standing alone. This contrast is important. While one might follow the majority for comfort or acceptance, the Sigma female finds comfort in her own decisions, valuing her internal compass over external approval. In your own life, consider the times you followed the crowd versus the times you've dared to think differently. Reflect on the outcomes. The Sigma female teaches us the value of independent thought and the courage to stand by our convictions. Remember, it's not about being rebellious for the sake of it. It's about being true to yourself, even when it's not the popular choice. This is one of the many qualities that make Sigma females stand out, and it's a trait we can all learn to embrace. Stay tuned as we uncover more surprising truths about Sigma females. If you find this journey enlightening, don't forget to hit the subscribe button and join us for more deep dives into the fascinating aspects of human behavior here on Knowledge Journey. Part 2, Minimalist Social Lives. Now let's move on to the second surprising truth about Sigma females. They lead minimalist social lives. Picture this, you're at a lively party. The atmosphere is buzzing, people are mingling, and the music is pumping. Most attendees are busy networking, making small talk, and trying to connect with as many people as possible. A typical woman at the party might be seen jumping from conversation to conversation, making sure to engage with everyone and blend into the social tapestry. In contrast, a Sigma female approaches social settings differently. She's there, perhaps standing quietly at the edge of the room, or engaged in a deep, meaningful conversation with just one or two people. She's not interested in making an impression on everyone. Instead, she values quality over quantity in her interactions. Sigma females prefer a few deep connections over many superficial ones. They choose their friends carefully, investing their time and energy into relationships that truly matter. This doesn't mean they are antisocial or aloof. On the contrary, when they form bonds, these relationships are often profound and long-lasting. Consider this scenario. A typical woman might have a wide circle of acquaintances, always ready for a night out or a social gathering. She enjoys the hustle and bustle of an active social life. On the other hand, a Sigma female might have only a handful of close friends, but these friendships are marked by deep understanding, trust, and mutual respect. She might spend a quiet evening discussing life's intricacies with a close friend rather than attending a large social event. This minimalist approach to socializing allows Sigma females to conserve their energy and focus on what truly matters to them. They understand the value of solitude and use it to recharge and reflect. Their social lives are not about the number of connections, but the depth and authenticity of each relationship. For instance, while a typical woman might feel a sense of validation from having many social engagements, a Sigma female finds fulfillment in the meaningful, often intimate interactions she shares with her chosen few. She is not swayed by societal pressures to conform to the norm of constant social activity. Reflect on your own social interactions. Are they driven by a desire to fit in and be accepted, or are they genuine connections that bring true joy and understanding? The Sigma female teaches us the importance of prioritizing meaningful relationships and the power of selective socializing. Part 3, self-sufficient. Now let's explore the third surprising truth about Sigma females. They are self-sufficient. Imagine a challenging situation, a sudden crisis at work. A major project has hit an unexpected snag. While many might immediately seek help, relying on colleagues to guide them through the turmoil, there's one woman who remains calm, collected, and ready to tackle the issue head-on by herself. This woman embodies the essence of a Sigma female. Sigma females are highly self-reliant. They have an intrinsic belief in their capabilities and prefer to handle challenges independently. This self-sufficiency is not about rejecting help, but about having the confidence and skills to manage on their own when necessary. They take pride in their ability to navigate life's obstacles without leaning heavily on others. In contrast, a typical woman might often look for external support or reassurance when faced with difficulties. She might ask colleagues for advice, seek emotional support from friends, or look for solutions outside herself. While this approach is perfectly valid and often necessary, the Sigma female operates differently. She first looks inward, trusting her own judgment and abilities to find a solution. Consider a scenario where a woman's car breaks down in the middle of nowhere. A typical response might be to call for roadside assistance immediately, feeling somewhat helpless until help arrives. A Sigma female, on the other hand, would likely assess the situation herself first. She'd try to diagnose the problem, maybe even fix it if she can. Her initial reaction is to rely on her own skills and knowledge before reaching out for help if truly needed. This self-sufficient nature extends to all areas of their lives. Sigma females are financially independent, emotionally resilient, and mentally strong. They prepare themselves to handle life's ups and downs without depending excessively on others. This doesn't mean they never accept help or collaborate, but they do so from a position of strength, not dependency. For instance, while a typical woman might rely on her social circle for constant emotional support, a Sigma female has learned to process her emotions independently. She journals, meditates, or engages in activities that help her manage stress and maintain inner peace. This emotional self-sufficiency is a key part of her strength and allure. Reflect on your own life. How often do you look to others for solutions that you might find within yourself? The Sigma female teaches us the value of self-reliance and the importance of cultivating our own abilities and confidence. Part 4. Mystery and Enigma. Now, let's delve into the fourth surprising truth about Sigma females. They embody mystery and enigma. Picture this scenario. You're at a social gathering, surrounded by familiar faces. Conversations are flowing and stories are being shared. Among the crowd, there's one woman who captures your attention not by what she says, but by what she doesn't. She's present, yet slightly removed, giving off an air of quiet confidence and mystery. This woman is a Sigma female. Sigma females often exude an aura of mystery because of their private nature. They are selective about what they share and with whom. Unlike those who readily divulge personal details, seeking connection through shared experiences, Sigma females maintain a level of intrigue by keeping parts of their lives veiled. In contrast, a typical woman might feel the need to open up quickly to build rapport, sharing her thoughts, feelings, and experiences openly. This approach fosters immediate connections, but often lacks the depth and intrigue that comes from a more measured sharing of oneself. A Sigma female, on the other hand, understands the power of mystery. She knows that by revealing less, she invites others to become genuinely curious about her. Imagine having a conversation with a typical woman who readily talks about her recent vacation, her family, and her thoughts on various topics. Now, imagine speaking with a Sigma female. She might share a captivating story, but leaves out certain details, making you wonder about the missing pieces. This selective sharing not only piques your interest, but also makes the interaction more memorable. This enigmatic quality is not about playing games or being evasive. It's about maintaining a sense of individuality and control over one's narrative. Sigma females are comfortable with the idea that not everyone needs to know everything about them. They build trust and intimacy slowly, revealing their depths over time to those who earn their confidence. For instance, while a typical woman might use social media to broadcast her life events, a Sigma female might post selectively, sharing glimpses rather than the full story. Her posts are thoughtful and intriguing, leaving her followers wanting to know more about her. This approach creates a sense of allure and fascination. Reflect on your own interactions. Do you often feel the need to overshare, or do you maintain a level of mystery? The Sigma female teaches us the value of being enigmatic and the power it holds in creating meaningful connections. Part 5. Strong sense of self. Moving on to the fifth surprising truth about Sigma females. They possess a strong sense of self. Imagine a bustling workplace where opinions and ideas are constantly exchanged. In this dynamic environment, many people might be swayed by the latest trends, changing their viewpoints to fit in or to gain approval. Now, envision a woman who stands firm in her beliefs, not out of stubbornness, but because she has a deep understanding of who she is and what she stands for. This is the hallmark of a Sigma female. Sigma females have a profound sense of self-awareness. They know their strengths, weaknesses, values, and goals. This clarity allows them to navigate life with confidence and purpose, unaffected by external pressures or opinions. They are not easily influenced by the crowd because they trust their own judgment and stay true to their principles. Contrast this with a typical woman who might frequently seek validation from others. She might change her opinions or behaviors based on what is popular or what others expect of her. While this can lead to a sense of belonging, it often comes at the cost of losing one's individuality. For example, Consider a woman in a meeting where a controversial decision is being discussed. A typical response might be to align with the majority to avoid conflict or to appear agreeable. However, a Sigma female would voice her genuine opinion, backed by her personal insights and values, even if it means standing alone. Her strong sense of self ensures that she is consistent and authentic in her actions and decisions. This trait extends to all aspects of their lives. Sigma females choose careers, hobbies, and relationships that align with their true selves. They are not afraid to walk away from situations or people that do not resonate with their core values. This might make them seem selective or even aloof, but it is this very selectivity that ensures they live fulfilling and authentic lives. Reflect on a situation where you felt pressured to conform. How did it make you feel, and how did it impact your sense of self? The Sigma female teaches us the importance of self-awareness and staying true to who we are, regardless of external influences. In a world that often values conformity, embracing a strong sense of self can be a revolutionary act. It means knowing your worth, setting boundaries, and making choices that honor your true self. This is not about being inflexible, but about being deeply rooted in your identity. Part 6. Adaptability. Now, let's explore the sixth surprising truth about Sigma females. They possess remarkable adaptability. Imagine a challenging scenario at work, a sudden shift in project direction that requires quick thinking and flexibility. While some may struggle to adjust, feeling overwhelmed by the change, there's one woman who seamlessly navigates the new demands, adapting her skills and strategies to fit the new reality. This woman exemplifies the adaptability of a Sigma female. Sigma females can adapt to different situations without losing their core identity. This adaptability stems from their self-confidence and a deep understanding of their strengths and values. They are like chameleons, able to blend into various environments while maintaining their unique essence. In contrast, a typical woman might find herself more rigid, relying heavily on established routines and familiar surroundings. When faced with change, she might experience significant stress, feeling out of her depth as she tries to adjust. While stability and routine are important, the ability to adapt is equally crucial in our ever-changing world. Consider this. A typical woman might face difficulties when transitioning to a new job, struggling to fit into the new corporate culture and dynamics. She may take a while to find her footing, often feeling lost or inadequate. On the other hand, a Sigma female would approach the new job with an open mind, quickly assessing the new environment, understanding its nuances, and adapting her approach to thrive within it. Her adaptability ensures she can succeed in varied contexts, whether in a corporate setting, a creative field, or any other environment. This flexibility is not about compromising their values or principles. Sigma females remain true to themselves while being open to new experiences and perspectives. They view change as an opportunity for growth rather than a threat. This mindset allows them to turn challenges into stepping stones, continually evolving and improving. For instance, in social situations, a typical woman might stick to familiar circles, finding comfort in the known. A Sigma female, however, can move between different social groups with ease, engaging with diverse individuals and forming connections in various settings. Her adaptability makes her comfortable in a wide range of social and professional scenarios, enhancing her ability to influence and inspire those around her. Reflect on your own experiences with change. How do you respond to new situations? The Sigma female teaches us the value of adaptability, showing us that flexibility and openness can lead to personal and professional growth. As we uncover more truths about Sigma females, think about how you can cultivate adaptability in your own life. Embrace change as an opportunity to learn and grow. If these insights resonate with you, remember to subscribe to Knowledge Journey for more explorations into the fascinating dynamics of human behavior. Let's continue this enlightening journey together. Part 7. Non-Conformist. Let's move on to the seventh surprising truth about Sigma females. They are non-conformists. Imagine a situation where a group of friends is discussing their weekend plans. Most of them decide to go to the same popular event, partly because it's what everyone else is doing, and partly because they don't want to feel left out. Then there's one woman who politely declines and instead chooses to spend her weekend exploring a new hobby or hiking alone in nature. This woman is a Sigma female. Sigma females do not conform to societal expectations or peer pressure. They march to the beat of their own drum, unafraid to stand apart from the crowd. This nonconformity is not about being rebellious for its own sake, but about being true to themselves and their unique preferences and values. In contrast, a typical woman might feel a strong urge to fit in, to do what others are doing, to feel a sense of belonging and acceptance. While there is nothing wrong with enjoying common activities, the pressure to conform can sometimes lead to compromising one's own desires and interests. For example, consider a typical scenario where everyone in an office is following a specific dress code because it's the norm, even if it doesn't necessarily suit their personal style or comfort. A Sigma female, however, would dress in a way that reflects her true self while still being appropriate for the setting. She knows how to balance respect for social norms with her own individuality. This nonconformist attitude extends beyond trivial choices. Sigma females are often the ones challenging outdated practices at work, advocating for change, and introducing innovative ideas. They do not follow trends blindly. Instead, they evaluate them critically and adopt only what aligns with their personal values and goals. Take the example of life choices. While a typical woman might follow a conventional path laid out by societal expectations, such as settling down by a certain age, pursuing a stable career, or adhering to traditional roles, a Sigma female might carve out a completely different path. She might start her own business, travel the world, or engage in creative pursuits that defy societal norms. Her choices are driven by her passions and convictions, not by what others expect of her. Reflect on your own life. How often do you find yourself going along with the crowd, and how does it make you feel? The Sigma female shows us that it's okay to step off the beaten path and forge our own way. It's about finding the courage to live authentically, even if it means standing alone at times. Part 8. Focused and driven. Next, let's uncover the 8th surprising truth about Sigma females. They are highly focused and driven. Imagine a quiet morning in a cozy coffee shop. The tables are filled with people casually chatting, scrolling through their phones, or leisurely sipping their drinks. In the corner, there's one woman with her laptop open, fully engrossed in her work. Her focus is unwavering, her determination palpable. This woman is a Sigma female. Sigma females are goal-oriented and driven by their passions. They have a clear vision of what they want to achieve and are relentless in their pursuit of these goals. This drive comes from within. It's not about external validation or rewards, but about fulfilling their own aspirations and potential. In contrast, a typical woman might often find herself distracted by the myriad demands of daily life, struggling to maintain focus on her long-term goals. While she might have ambitions, the pull of social obligations, work pressures, and personal responsibilities can make it challenging to stay on course. Consider the example of a typical woman who starts a new fitness routine. Initially, she might be enthusiastic, but as days pass, the routine gets disrupted by social gatherings, work deadlines, or sheer exhaustion. A Sigma female, however, approaches her fitness goals with a different mindset. She creates a plan, sets clear milestones, and sticks to it with unwavering dedication, even if it means saying no to distractions and prioritizing her health above all else. This focused determination is evident in their careers as well. A Sigma female doesn't just aim to do her job well. She strives for excellence and continuous improvement. She sets high standards for herself and works diligently to meet them, often going above and beyond what is required. This drive not only propels her career forward, but also inspires those around her. For instance, in a corporate setting, a typical employee might do what's necessary to meet expectations and avoid trouble. In contrast, a Sigma female will take initiative, propose innovative solutions, and consistently seek out opportunities for growth. Her focus is not just on climbing the corporate ladder, but on making meaningful contributions and achieving personal fulfillment through her work. Reflect on your own ambitions and the focus you bring to them. Do you find yourself easily swayed by external factors? Or do you maintain a steady course towards your goals? The Sigma female teaches us the importance of staying focused and driven, even when the journey is challenging. Part 9. Emotionally Intelligent. Let's now explore the ninth surprising truth about Sigma females. They possess a high level of emotional intelligence. Imagine a tense situation at a family gathering. Emotions are running high, disagreements are surfacing, and everyone is feeling the strain. Amidst this chaos, there's one woman who remains calm, composed, and empathetic. She listens carefully, understands the underlying emotions, and diffuses the tension with her thoughtful words. This woman is a Sigma female. Sigma females possess a remarkable level of emotional intelligence. They are attuned to their own emotions and those of others. This awareness allows them to navigate complex social situations with grace and understanding. Their emotional intelligence is not just about managing their own feelings, but also about connecting deeply with others and fostering harmonious relationships. In contrast, a typical woman might react more instinctively to emotional situations, sometimes letting her feelings take control. While emotional expression is natural and healthy, the ability to manage emotions and respond thoughtfully is a key aspect of emotional intelligence that Sigma females excel in. Consider a typical workplace scenario where stress levels are high and conflicts are common. A typical response might involve frustration, misunderstandings, or even escalation of conflicts. A Sigma female, however, would approach the situation differently. She would recognize the emotions at play, both in herself and in her colleagues, and address the root causes with empathy and clarity. Her ability to understand and manage emotions helps create a more positive and productive environment. This emotional intelligence also extends to personal relationships. While a typical woman might struggle with communication in her relationships, leading to misunderstandings or conflicts, a Sigma female uses her emotional insight to build strong, healthy connections. She listens actively, expresses herself clearly, and understands the needs and feelings of her partner, friends, and family. For instance, imagine a typical disagreement in a relationship. A typical reaction might involve defensiveness or blame, escalating the conflict. A Sigma female, on the other hand, would approach the disagreement with a calm and open mind. She would listen to her partner's perspective, acknowledge their feelings, and work towards a resolution that respects both parties' emotions and needs. Reflect on your own emotional responses. How do you handle emotionally charged situations? The Sigma female teaches us the value of emotional intelligence and how it can improve our interactions and relationships. Part 10, Inner Peace and Contentment. Finally, let's uncover the 10th surprising truth about Sigma females. They find inner peace and contentment within themselves. Imagine a hectic day filled with the usual chaos of life: work deadlines, social obligations, and endless to-do lists. Most people might feel frazzled, constantly chasing a sense of calm that seems just out of reach. But then there's one woman who, amidst the storm, maintains a serene composure. She's not detached from reality. Rather, she has cultivated a deep sense of inner peace. This woman is a Sigma female. Sigma females find contentment and peace within themselves. They don't rely on external validation or material possessions to feel fulfilled. Instead, they draw from their inner reserves of strength, wisdom, and tranquility. This internal grounding makes them resilient to the ups and downs of life. In contrast, a typical woman might seek happiness through external means, whether it's through social approval, material success, or constant activity. While these can provide temporary satisfaction, they often lead to a cycle of perpetual seeking without true contentment. Consider a typical scenario where a woman feels stressed and overwhelmed by the demands of her job. She might look for solace in a shopping spree, a night out, or scrolling through social media. While these activities might offer momentary relief, they don't address the root of her stress. A Sigma female, however, would approach stress differently. She might take a quiet moment to meditate, journal her thoughts, or take a walk in nature. These practices help her reconnect with her inner self, providing lasting peace rather than a fleeting escape. This inner peace is not about avoiding challenges or being indifferent to life's struggles. It's about having a steady, unshakable core that remains calm amidst the chaos. Sigma females understand that true contentment comes from within, and they cultivate this through practices like mindfulness, self-reflection, and self-care. For instance, in relationships, a typical woman might constantly seek reassurance and validation from her partner, feeling insecure without it. A Sigma female, on the other hand, enters relationships from a place of wholeness. She doesn't need someone else to complete her. She is already complete. This self-sufficiency allows her to give and receive love freely without the burden of unmet emotional needs. Reflect on your own life. Where do you seek your peace and contentment? Are you looking outward, or have you found ways to cultivate it within yourself? The Sigma female teaches us that true happiness is an inside job. It's about nurturing our inner world, so we can face the outer world with grace and resilience. Conclusion. As we wrap up our journey into the world of Sigma females, let's reflect on the 10 surprising truths we've uncovered. From their independent thinking and minimalist social lives to their self-sufficiency, adaptability, and emotional intelligence, Sigma females teach us invaluable lessons about authenticity, resilience, and inner peace. Sigma females remind us of the power of staying true to ourselves, even in a world that often pressures us to conform. Their ability to think independently and maintain a strong sense of self inspires us to trust our own instincts and beliefs. Their preference for deep, meaningful connections over superficial ones encourages us to seek quality in our relationships. Their self-sufficiency and adaptability show us that we can navigate life's challenges with confidence and grace, finding strength within ourselves. Their non-conformist nature highlights the importance of forging our own paths, while their focus and drive demonstrate the value of pursuing our passions with unwavering dedication. Moreover, their high level of emotional intelligence and ability to find inner peace teach us the importance of understanding and managing our emotions and finding contentment within ourselves. These qualities not only enhance their own lives, but also positively impact those around them, creating a ripple effect of strength and wisdom. As we conclude, I encourage you to reflect on these truths and consider how you can incorporate some of these Sigma traits into your own life. Whether it's embracing your independence, focusing on meaningful relationships, cultivating emotional intelligence, or finding inner peace, there's something we can all learn from Sigma females. If you found this journey enlightening, don't forget to hit the subscribe button and join us for more deep dives into the fascinating aspects of human behavior here on Knowledge Journey. Let's continue to explore, learn, and grow together. Thank you for watching, and until next time, stay curious and keep discovering.